Roger Stone here. Your dollars are losing ground, but gold isn't. American Sovereign Bullion helps you protect your wealth through real, tangible assets. Through their nationwide wholesaler network, you get some of the best pricing on gold and silver delivered straight to your door. Since 1912, the U.S. dollar has lost 97% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold continues to prove its strength. So call 844-272-2428. That's 844-272-2428. Or visit DyingDollar.com to request your free gold and silver guide. That's DyingDollar.com.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi.
Okay, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Boy, there is big news. We're just getting some updates, guys, about these U.S. strikes on Iran. They are first right now targeting air defenses, which, as we were just saying, usually clears the way for now the big strike coming in. So the question is, what is President Trump going to hit? And
do they have any air defenses left?
Well, I guess some, right? At least some.
I don't know. Let's ask General Blaine Holt.
Well, who better than General Blaine Holt, former C-17 commander. General Holt, thank you for joining us as this news is just breaking. What kind of air defenses do they have, and what do you think President Trump is going to hit?
Well, they're still sitting on Russian and Chinese air defenses, Russian systems. For what it's worth, the nomenclature is an S-300, S-400 system with Chinese radars. The problem is they haven't really worked very well, and they're also in short supply since we've taken a lot of them out. If you recall, just a couple of days ago, the IRGC hit a lot of targets in Israel, and they were firing the week before on Kuwait. Well, when they do that, they give us a lot of targeting information. They give up a lot of intelligence to do that, and now we're in possession of that intelligence. And after the downing of our attack helicopter on patrol, we are absolutely getting aggressive about servicing all of those things that we can see that were important to the IRGC, and I believe it's only going to get more intense from here.
Like what kind of targets? Let's talk about some of the specifics. I mean, there's a lot of things that are on the table. We know the Israelis went after this petrochemical plant, which really hits them hard, these dual-use facilities. Are we talking about maybe something Carg Island? What are we talking about?
So I wouldn't, except for military garrisons on Carg Island, I wouldn't expect to see a lot happening there. We want to protect the oil infrastructure. That's one of those little differences of opinion that we have with the Israelis on the petrochemical side. But, we will get there. The types of targets that we're most interested in have been prioritized during the ceasefire. So you're looking at air defenses, missiles that can be launched on Israel or any of its neighbors. You're looking at firing positions, the speedboats that were trying to lay mines in the straits, and then command and control for the IRGC itself. We have a pretty good idea about where a lot of them were bunkered. And so we can, look, they opened up a Pandora's box. Now we're going to go in and really put a cost imposition down on the IRGC.
Well, General, some of the people don't understand that if we take out infrastructure, we're not going to get the price of oil down. And that hurts.
Critical.
So people have to get a little bit smarter about that instead of bomb.
There has to be strategic.
There's got to be strategic, right, where we hurt them, but we don't hurt the infrastructure because you want the price of oil to come back down again. And you want, when the price of oil comes down, then interest rates go down too.
Right. There's a big effect.
So let's have some smartness.
That's a good point.
Let's be chimpanzees, not be gorillas.
But here's the question. You hit a great point there, Blaine, in terms of there are garrisons on Carg Island that could be hit. There's also the IRGC bunkers. That's also, to me, these guys clearly seem to be the big impediment. They are hardened.
Yeah, we have to hit the bunkers where the IRGC is.
Absolutely. Why are we not?
And take them out because they're the ones that are causing the problems.
Exactly. Why have we not even kind of done that yet, Blaine?
If you eliminate the IRGC, the war is effectively over. It is done. The reason that Iran can't make good on any kind of deal with President Trump is because the IRGC is the only one with the weapons, and they will go after their own civilian leadership. So, again, the IRGC has been operating independently, and they've been firing at anything they can because they know they don't have a way out. There is an extinction event in play right now for the IRGC. And the most important point is that if we want to avoid a global war in this whole thing and something far worse, then we need to save and secure Carg Island. We need to secure those oil wells. We need to secure the oil industry. not just for the future Iranian free people, but for the world that uses those resources, both in agriculture and petrochemicals.
So walk us through a kind of just give us a timeline, because this is obviously breaking right now. You've got they're striking the air defenses. How long till, it might be a bunker or something strategic on Karg Island? And
I think you'll get there. You're going to get there right away.
I think so too. I think we're going to hear something in the next few hours, right?
You're going to get the first day's bomb damage assessment report soon. And you're going to get another day of bombing. So the way I looked at this was President Trump, with the loss of the helicopter, had two ways to go. He could go tit for tat, or he could go, okay, fine. You've just given me an invitation to bust up the ceasefire. Let's go take out the rest of the IRGC. With what I see before me, it looks like he's going on the large side, not the small side. And then to what John's saying is command and control, and those leaders need to be in play. And at the same time, intel assets on the ground need to encourage the Artesh, the Iranian army, and the resistance army of Iran to now go ahead and take matters into your own hands and take your country back.
Yeah, the question is, if they don't have weapons, how are they going to do that?
Well, the Artesh does. The regular army does. And
but then they got to give up. They got to give up their buddies at the IRGC.
I think that's in progress. I think IRGC is now an isolated entity, and the only thing they have going for them is that they've got launchers and weapons, and we're going to help them with that problem right now.
Judge Weinberg.
So are you optimistic that this is something that's going to lead to a regime change?
Well, I think there's a regime change in our future no matter what, because we're not going to leave Armageddon-minded psychopaths who are also revenge-minded forever. That's one thing. I don't think there's much left of the Ayatollahs at all, if anything. And I think that you'll see a Venezuelan model emerge through this thing where Pezeshkian, Gandabaf, and Regachi could possibly then become the stabilizing interim leadership team. But the whole problem right now, well, you've got two problems. I'll be quite transparent. IRGC, because they have firing ability, and then let's not forget about our so-called friends up in Europe who have been blocking us and putting impediments in President Trump every step of the way, not helping with Lloyd's of London. Now the Houthis are firing up in the Gulf of Aden, and we have other problems there. So you've got significant European interplay here.
Well, thank you, General Holt. And I'm going to tell all our listening audience, stay tuned to WABC for more breaking news throughout the night. And Rita, you're on between 10 and 12.
We're going to have the latest.
Joe Concha is on between
9 and 10.
9 and 10. And we have also
Roger Stone and Mark Levin.
Between 8 and 9, and Mark Levin between 6 and 9. So I'm telling all our listening audiences, stay tuned to WABC and find out how much damage is being done to Iran. And General Holt, thank you. And General Holt, what we all stand for? Truth,
justice, and the American way.
The American way.
One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.